Hi guys, it's Alex from theStyleJungle here, and today we have something really special. We are going to review the all-new BMW Z4. Usually BMW cars come in different specifications, let's say entry level or top of the range. In New Zealand, Z4 is available in only top of the range M40i spec. It's packed with equipment, it's everything you need, very good looking, and it has a lot of features already available for you. This car comes standard with LED headlights, 19-inch alloy wheels, Aerodynamics Package with front apron, rear apron, and of course side sills. This car looks amazing even with the roof up, and it's nice and soft, but of course this car is made as a convertible, so it has to be with the roof down, and you can easily do this two ways, so you can hold an open button on your remote control, or if you're inside the car you can use the button in the central console to do that. It takes actually a couple of seconds to fold or unfold the roof. It's very fast. You can even do this when you drive, but the speed should not exceed 50 km per hour. Z4 is a Roadster, so it's two-seater, and obviously it's a little bit shorter than any regular car. You can't carry anything at the back because there is no room at all. We'll just move to the interior and I'll show you some storage, but it's definitely nothing inside the car. But it's a very decent size of the boot. The roof, as you can see over here, it folds not inside the boot, so it doesn't eat any of the boot storage. It just stores over here. So let's move to the boot and I'll show you the size. Unfortunately it's not electric, so you have to do this manually to open it up. It's pretty decent. I mean, the load area is not any big, but I mean, you don't have to put anything big over here. Obviously this is not the purpose of this car, but it's still reasonably big, and it's bigger than in most of the competitors, so it's bigger than in Jaguar or in Porsche. You can put as much groceries as you want over here. If you want to, you can even carry something really alone. There is a gate over here. It's nice if you want to carry, let's say, your skis, but I can't imagine someone taking Z4 to the mountain or something like that. So inside the boot you have this net over here if you want to put something here. We have this car manual, perfect size for this. You also have this hook, so if you want to hook some of your bags so they just don't move around. And on the other side you have this small compartment for first aid kits and tire repairment kits, so it's not on your way. But you can't extend your storage because, you know, sometimes you have your spare wheel and some more storage under the floor, but not in this case. And there is no 12-volt socket in the boot area. Z4 is obviously a very stylish car. You want everyone to know that you own a Z4. There are several places where there is a branding of this car. Logo is over here. There is another one here as well. And inside you have Z4 logo over here inside your armrest, and over here where your wireless charger is located. Welcome inside this all-new BMW Z4. It's a very nice car to actually be inside of. All the materials are very high quality, no question about it. Everything is very solid, looks luxurious. Here and here it's Vernasca leather, and the color is cognac. I would say it's probably the best color for this car, but that's a matter of taste. Everything looks like all other BMWs, nothing really different. You have all your controls on the steering wheel, big display here, but not that big as on 3 Series, which is a little bit of a shame because it's pretty much the same size of a car, but unfortunately the screen is not that good. But this screen is awesome. You can see it's angled a little bit to driver's side, which helps to increase the visibility, and actually just it's more user-friendly for a driver. I have to say, because of the finish of the screen, you get quite a lot of reflections. If you drive with your roof folded and it's sunny day, sometimes you can't actually see anything in here, so it goes completely blank. But luckily you have heads-up display, a lot of information on it, like speed limit, your current speed, your navigation information. So and it's super bright, so even under direct sunlight it's easy to read. So I like this one. I like climate control in here. I like that there are physical buttons over here, so you don't have to do anything with your screen. All the same as on X5 or New 3 Series. You get your seats heated as well, which is nice on a little bit chilly day like it was today, especially in the morning. Over here you have wireless charger tray, so you can put your phone in there and start charging. You have your USB socket over here and 12-volt socket as well if you want to use more devices at the same time and charge them. Here your armrest, there's not a lot of storage in here. 2 cup holders, they're quite big, so you can have large flat white or cappuccino if you want, and just safely store them in here. You have USB-C socket in here as well, which is also very nice for more modern devices. This particular car has this Harman Kardon speaker system, which is absolutely amazing. You have speakers here, you have big speaker over here, and you have 4 speakers at the back. Sound obviously is more difficult to set up, because when you don't have a roof above you, sound kind of disappears in the atmosphere. But in this car everything is in place, sounds really rich. Overall, the interior and the amount of equipment installed in this car is just absolutely spot on. When the roof is up, there is still plenty of space inside the car. It doesn't feel like you're inside the box or something. It's heaps of headroom. Just see, it's like 2 hands. It's more than 10 centimeters, and my seat is kind of in the middle position, so you can actually go lower or higher. This car is also packed with latest technology available for any BMW car. One of my favorite features is adaptive cruise control, which is basically like autonomous driving. So you can select the speed that you want for this car. The car reads the signs and adapts the limits. It can adjust the following distance as well, and it keeps the lane as well. So it's very smart and safe way of driving, and I really like it because you can relax a little bit more. This car is equipped with a reversing assistant, so what it does is it remembers the last 50 meters that you drove, and it can do the reversing for you when you want to. So let's say I want to reverse now. I'll just select the transmission into reverse position. I select this reversing assistant, and the car will do the steering for me. So what I actually need to do is just to put the accelerator or brake, but the steering will be exactly the same that I've done previously. Overall, it's a great car, but there are still a couple of annoying things about it. This top of the range Z4 doesn't have front camera and 360 camera as well, which is a little bit weird, because even the new 3 Series, which is like twice cheaper than this car, has it. Because you're sitting quite low to the ground, the view is very limited, so on intersections it's quite tricky to actually see if there is some traffic on your left. Door bins of this car are so small that you can't even fit a bottle of water. Instrument display is much smaller than on recent BMW models, and it seems like it doesn't actually feel the whole area for it, so you have some black edges everywhere. Luckily, there are plenty good stuff about this car. Here's a couple. These seats are extremely comfortable and there are plenty of adjustments. They're obviously all electric. There's lumbar supports and side supports as well, so you can set it up for your own taste and comfort. There is comfort access available for this car, so what it does is when you approach the car you don't have to push the button on your remote control and the car opens up. Cup holders are inside the armrests. It's done to save some space, but you can have your coffee and your armrest at the same time because of the construction of the central console. So wind protector over here is removable, so if it's not a very windy day, it was a very windy day today, so I'm glad it was installed. You can actually just chuck it out somewhere if you don't need it. And if you want to put it back in your vehicle and you forgot which sides you need to put it in, there is a small type over here saying front. BMW has a lot of attention to detail, so it's nice. Front, back. My personal association with the BMW Z series is actually James Bond movies, because I was so young in 90s, and actually 90s movies with Pierce Brosnan were the first ones that I actually watched from this James Bond saga. I'm sure you remember that Z3 that Pierce Brosnan as James Bond was driving in GoldenEye movie in 1995, or that BMW Z8 that he was driving in The World Is Not Enough from 1999. Those are the really good cars, and this car has a lot of similarities with those classic cars, and I like it because BMW just preserved the DNA of this series. Another iconic James Bond movie is 1997 Tomorrow Never Dies. Do you remember that BMW 750Li that he was driving and it had a remote control from his phone? That was just amazing. Unfortunately, the technology is not there yet, but you can download an app to your phone and do some of the controls of your car. Let's say you can remotely open or close it. You can also activate climate control. You can send destinations to your navigation system, so it's plenty of stuff you can do. It almost helps you to feel like a James Bond. So guys, it was an amazing test drive because it's so fun to drive this car. It's a convertible, it's nice and bright color, it attracts a lot of attention actually. I had a lot of random conversations in traffic. People were saying, hey man, it's a great ride, and yeah, a lot of really nice stuff. So I really enjoyed spending time with this car. Unfortunately, this is the end of our test drive and of this video as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely liked filming it for you, and if you want to see more of our car related content, please make sure to check our other videos. The link is gonna be over here somewhere or down below the video. And if you like our content, just make sure to like and to subscribe to our channel. We hope to see you guys very soon. Bye bye!